Prestatyn, Denbighshire in Wales. Chip.
What will happen when the chips are down?
Meet Chip with a spinning disc 10 times, so they say, stronger than hypnodiscs. Is it really true? Can it be?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's not very scientific.
Well, we've never fought hypnodisc, but it spins fast and it's heavier than their disc.
Right, tactics.
We're going to go behind Hedgehog and try and get his armour off because he's very vulnerable there.
But what about the Walker, RT-81? Walkers are renowned for being weak.
I know, but we don't want to get stuck in the Walker because once we're stuck in, he'll turn round and he'll hit us over and over again.
Because of the tyre?
Yeah,
You're
that's
scared
right.
of the rubber?
Yeah, we don't want to get stuck in.
Yeah, rubber's ever so scary.
Yeah.
Good luck, you'll need it.
Thanks.
Titanium and mackerel made, it has a spinning disc 10 times more destructive than hypnodisc. They say it's invertible, but it doesn't like being flipped.
From
Slow.
Roboteers, stand by.
So we look at the teams. Hedgehog there on the left, captained by Stephen Edgerton. Chip, captained by Rob Jones. And RT-81, Andrew Lovelace is the skipper there. And in the arena, we have Sir Killalot with the lance and claw. And we have the horrible Mr. Psycho.
3, 2, 1.
RT-81 can only get up to 2 miles an hour, so don't expect Grand Prix speeds. Hedgehog turning quickly against Chip. I love the walkers. Very steady and thoughtful. Down comes its mighty hammer. Electric driven, we'll wait and see. Up against Mr. Psycho's hammer. I know which one I'd pick. Anyway, back to the arena centre. Chip and Hedgehog. Hedgehog, I think, trying to get broadside so it can get its axe down with deadly effect onto the Chip team of Rob Jones, young Gareth, who's 9, and Tom Ross out there. Chip away, Hedgehog spinning. The pit release has been signalled. We haven't seen Chip's deadly spinning disc 10 times more destructive than hypnodisc. We'll wait and see. RT-81 pushed out into the arena centre. Give it a chance to get out there amongst the melee, otherwise it would have taken till the year 2086. RT-81 still battling hard. There you can see the intriguing turret turn. The tyre has offered protection to the mechanics. There you can see the axe of Hedgehog has caused no real problem. It has impaled itself onto RT-81, but it's not doing any real damage. And in fact, it's being turned by RT-81 and being dragged, Hedgehog there. Needs to get away. Oh, Mr. Psycho gives it a helpful blow. Just caught a glimpse of Andrew Lovelace there in the quartered gold and black shirt of the RT-81 colours. There he is again with Callum Collins in there with him. Hedgehog trying to spin away and get another... Oh, attacking on RT-81. That's not going to happen now. Mr. Psycho's great hammer came down and Hedgehog withstood the blow. Maddened look, doesn't know where he's aiming its own blows from its axe. Oh! Took one on the chin there, Mr. Psycho. Doesn't look very happy. He's after you. 6'2" and eyes of... Well, not blue, but anyway, he's coming after you. Hedgehog pushed against the arena sidewall. What's up to Hedgehog? Spinning around like a maddened thing. Crowd love it. Pit, 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 they cried. Killalot's not going to go down there, surely. He's closing in on Hedgehog. Poor old Hedgehog did all the work in this for me. And the house robots hate him for it. And the flag of St. George is about to be left in tatters, I think. Well, you have to learn in new blood. Certainly worthy, brave, but naive tactics being used. That's what the New Blood Championships are all about, to try and find great robots for the future. What's he doing attacking the arena sidewall there? RT-81, what are you doing in there as well? Well, they're learning lessons fast. I'm not too sure whether RT-81 is manoeuvrable or mobile. The ref bot thinks not. He's counting them down. RT-81 will be the first to fall. Hedgehog and Chip survive and go on. The Walker walks no more. What will be left of Callum Collins' RT-81? Because there's someone who can damage the tyre and get to the innards. Mr. Psycho, he has a go. His pal Sir Killalot comes in. trying the weaponry, fashioned from the jaws of life, let me remind you, used by the rescue services around the world to cut people free from wreckage. We've modified them slightly, to cause mayhem. RT81 gets a hammer blow. Still standing. You see, they can use this as a basis for a robot to come back and have another go in the future, if they're daft enough, really. In the arena centre, now that's what we call the drop zone. Why? You'll find out. That's a common garden or kitchen cooker. We've strung it up to bring it down. Oh, RT81 still standing tall, but as far as the competition goes, it takes the fall.
RT81 gets a right good cooking. Hedgehog and Mr. Chip, they go through.
OK, rumour is rife that you're not ready.
No, we're ready. Just.
Now, this motor here is the source of all the rumour. That's the one that powers the disc there. And we're hearing that it's not working.
At the end of the last battle, it was damaged. A lot of help from the other guys, particularly Shep, who's basically rebuilt it. And all the magnets are back in place now, fine.
Well, you see, your opponents don't think it's working.
Well, they never saw it running on test, and can assure you it was.
Well, 4 of our new bloods have passed the first test, but now it's one-on-one. This is round 2.
Chip.
What weaponry can they use? The front spikes then for Tom Ross up there in the control.
Thor.
Jason Marston and Lee Cornish, the Thor teammates, will have taken notice of the damage to Chip. They'll be favourites.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena, Growler with the jaws and hungry, and his owner, the very nice Mr. Psycho. Imagine having them living next door to you.
3, 2, 1.
Gotta go with Thor here, because I can't see what damage Chip can do. Thor's hammer didn't exactly look the most destructive, but it was persistent early on and raining a mighty blow down onto Chip that could have rendered Chip immobile with that first blow. I think it's knocked something loose. Yes, he agrees, Tom Ross. Chip is about to be fried. Down comes the hammer again of Thor. They're going nowhere. Chip here. Thor right onto the side. You could actually say it's like a chip on his shoulder. Well, no, probably you wouldn't. But anyway, Growler coming in on the attack. And Thor, forget about Chip. I've done that one. I've beaten that one. We'll take on Growler. Ill-advised. Oh, that's why. Growler hammering into Thor and squeezing it against the arena side wall. And Mr. Psycho's hammer on poor old Chip. Chip potatoes, mashed potatoes, we love them all. Sauté, away off the flame pit. Chip finished, and it was the first blow of Thor's mighty hammer that did the damage, but now what damage has been sustained by Thor having rather rashly taken on Growler in a one-on-one? Top of your picture there, they're closing in on poor old Chip. Thor, is it moving freely? Can get up to 18 miles an hour. Presses the pit release. Whee! Mr. Psycho is very close. Good steering away by the house robot. He's horrible, isn't he? Come on, get down there. You'd never get him out. He'll be wedged in for eternity. And robot eternity is a long, long time. Growler on Chip, backs away. The ref box count is belated, let's be honest. We've seen what's happened to Chip a long while ago. They're out. Chip finished, and back to the kennel with Growler. The only thing that'll be left of that, little wood chips, I should imagine, in the very innards. If there is any wood in there, I'm not too sure. Certainly Growler has a wooden heart. Unfeeling. Hey, over they go. Chip bounces down. Straight from Growler to Mr. Psycho. Look at this teamwork here by the House Robots. From the floor flipper, straight to Mr. Psycho, having been put on the flipper by Growler. And we know what's going to happen here now. Down comes the hammer onto 100 kilos of what was once a hopeful robot machine. Poor old Tom Ross, a domestic gas engineer, looks on in dismay. Chip is a bit of a toy now for the dog, and eventually is dumped out of this new blood competition. Thor makes the Heat 2 final, and the gas engineer a wee bit deflated.
What utter carnage! Chip gets chopped! The mighty hammer of Thor through to the Heat final! Oh, talk about out of the frying pan into the fire.
That's right.
Talk me through that.
Well, we do have a disc weapon. We did quite well in our previous fight. A lot of trouble at the end of that fight with the motor. The guys really rallied around this morning, rebuilt the motor. We tested it, worked fine. 30 seconds, just about to come in, and it packed up, so we had to bolt the spikes on. But it was just the first blow off Thor, as obviously dislodged something inside. Just no drive whatsoever. I was hoping just with the spikes just to sort of outmaneuver them and maybe do a few rounds. And
You look gutted.
I am.
How much effort, how much work's gone into that?
Oh, a lot of work here, as you know.
And completely annihilated. Anyway, welcome to the war zone. Ladies and gentlemen, Chip!
From Prestatyn in Wales, Chip.
Fought in the New Blood Championship for hopefuls. Didn't last long, though.
So what have you got on this machine, then? What's going to cause damage to the other robots?
This disc here.
Show me it. And that spins?
Yep.
And that lodges robots' heads and smashes it. Nice one. What's your biggest fear?
Getting flipped out of the arena by spawn again. Yeah. We can work upside down, but obviously if we get flipped out, we're gone.
A fully polycarbonate armoured robot with a horizontal disc at the front spinning at 1500 RPM. It does work both ways up, but it's a fairly untried design, and it's been unreliable in testing too.
Roboteers, stand by.
So, to Revenge of Trouble and Strife, they're on the left. The Forsey family spawn again. Darren Haydenbourne, Luke Jackman on the right. Chip on the left-hand side, captained by Rob Jones, and those guys from Holland and the Meter Machine. And there in the arena for the House Robots is Mr. Psycho. And Dead Metal too.
2, 1, activate.
Well, I fancy spawn again here because of the record. And immediately out in the arena floor, you just heard a horn, the horn on Meter Machine. They're a good team, fun team from Holland, from St. Martinsburg, Meter Machine. And there with a snow plough front as well, and the axe comes down, spawn again dodges, and seems to think Chip is the weakest. Oh, goodness me, yes it was! They've had their chips. They're out! What an attack there by Spawn again. Bang! Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Oh, and look in the front there. Meter Machine's axe went as well. On Revenge of Trouble and Strife's blade, we're seeing again Chip's exit from the arena. They didn't last long, did they? Rob Jones and young Gareth, his son, and Tom Ross.
6.
What a battle! What a battle! Chip gets chopped, and it all goes messy for Meter Machine. That means Spawn again and Revenge of Trouble and Strife. They go marching on!